There's this one type of party I keep attending, where I end up trapped in my body, wearing a costume that looks like me. Take last week. It was a 4-hour birthday event I was attending, which, if you put on your positive outlook, is quite short in celebrating a person's birth. So 4 hours was just an endless journey, but not something tortured, just a tinge past mind-numbing, and a few inches before victimization. I feel at times it's being at an open mic as a comedian, searching for things to talk about, searching for your own voice and perspective, but you end up bombing anyway, constantly, in flop sweat mode. And since everyone was successful in their lives, married, owned a home, had wealth, and could afford culture, it just turns into this costume party I seem to attend every day as I interact with others in life. I seem to be always quite bad at it too. Laughing the loudest, awkwardly overcompensating, shifting my weight from one foot and then to the other, as if leaning in the direction of some wind. Every 5 to 10 minutes, feeling my mask slipping off, and even though I'm not wearing one, I go ahead and reach up and touch my face to see if there might be any tears running down it, or maybe my smile cracked in two and became lopsided in some way. And after a deep breath, the 26th to be exact, ever since we got on the conversation of pets, I again look at my watch, subtracting another 5 to 10 minutes that just passed, off the 240-minute stay I somehow seem to owe. The appetizers are nice. Tiny, fluffy, creamy-filled things and creamy, fluffed, tiny things, but do threaten my shirt with every inaccurate calculation I make to my mouth. The stains later turn out as another symbol, another reminder of why I don't belong there, all of it including eating being out of my league. Sometimes using the appetizers can be a weapon, noticing every conversation has an ebb and flow. So if you time it correctly, you can brush away questions and avoid taking on the responsibility of starting a topic, as long as you keep a well-stocked supply of apps and plop them in your mouth. And I continue on, listening, shifting, checking my mask, and staining my outfit. Conversations are typically the same at most of these non-costume parties. What do? A funny anecdote, talk of children, perhaps a very light touch on politics. But it ends up coming down to stories watched on a television that I don't own and never have owned because I'll never own one. And I reveal this and let the shock take its effect, because I finally run out of appetizers. But I bring it to an end when I clarify and apologize. Did I mention I do stream everything on my laptop computer, which lets me go back to get more appetizers. And because it's been another 25 minutes, it's time I go to the bathroom to check my costume, and gives me another 5 minutes to cover my mask in water, dry off the flop sweat from my head, and see how bad my armpits are soaking through my costume, which comes with a sport coat. And so if I remain an hour at each talking circle, I can make the 5-minute bathroom break happen 3 times at each gathering, and the appetizer eating hold out between 5 and 10 minutes each. Although it gets difficult at the 4th circle because I find I get pretty full. However, calculating it out means I can remove about 15 to 20 minutes from conversations and shave about an hour off my entire stay. And if there's alcohol being poured, the last 2 hours, with later talking circles, can be even less. Now, there are descriptions of possible conditions that match what I go through attending functions like these, and even coping mechanisms that are published for people who have to go to non-costume parties. But having read through those case studies, I don't foresee myself in those groups either. In fact, I would say it's just another costume they are suggesting I wear. I think the real answer is, throughout the year, we should simply all wear costumes. At work, the gym, and at parties. And leave that one day in October on Halloween to just be ourselves.
Ha